how to feel less insecure around beautiful women. Hi guys, my name is Christine Loveridge and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about how to feel less insecure around beautiful women. Before we get into this video, please leave a like and please subscribe. So the first point that I want to make, and this is really important, and it's okay to be nervous when you're talking to a beautiful woman, especially if it's a beautiful woman you've just met and you would really like to go out on a date with. It's also okay to feel nervous around a beautiful woman you've known for a long time and you have a crush on. It's okay to have those butterfly feelings. It's okay to feel nervous. It's okay to feel anxious. And you're probably never going to be able to get rid of those kinds of feelings completely. For example, no matter how many times you do it, you will probably still feel nervous when you go to a job interview or when you start a new job, or when it's your first day of school, or when you're about to take an exam. So firstly, just be aware that it is normal, it is natural for you to feel nervous. So don't beat yourself up about it. Even if you see other people approaching beautiful women and they seem really, really confident, and it seems they can easily get women's numbers, or it seems like they can really easily get a date with a beautiful woman, they still feel nervous. They may not look it on the outside, but they probably are feeling nervous on the inside. So don't worry about it. I would be more concerned if you weren't nervous at all. So there are some ways that you can feel less insecure around beautiful women and less nervous. So the first point that I want to make is beautiful women still have flaws. Just because they look perfect doesn't mean that they are perfect. It doesn't mean that they're a perfect human being. We are all human and we all have flaws. So if you know a really beautiful woman, and this might be someone who you have a crush on, just notice and see if they do some things that you don't actually really like that much. So perhaps they're always on their phone, or they speak too fast, or perhaps sometimes they can be condescending to others, or perhaps they have a really annoying laugh. Now, this doesn't mean that you should go up to her and start pointing out all of the things wrong with her, but what it will do is it will make you feel more relaxed when you are around her. When you realize that this woman isn't perfect, there's no need to feel as nervous around her because she's a human just like me. So get rid of this notion that you have of beautiful women, that they're perfect, that they can do no wrong, because believe it or not, if you spend enough time with a beautiful woman, let's say you end up in a relationship with one, you'll notice that she has things and she does things that aren't perfect. Once you start getting to know someone, you start seeing the real person and who this person actually is. And you'll come to the conclusion eventually that this person isn't perfect. This person may look perfect, they may be a 10 out of 10 when it comes to their looks, but I can guarantee when it comes to their personality and their habits, you will find that there is someone who is just as flawed as you. I know it's a cliche saying, but beauty is only skin deep. So when you are talking to a beautiful woman, remember that this is someone who is a human being and they do have flaws, even though you may not have seen them yet. And that will make you feel less insecure. The second thing to do on how to feel less insecure around beautiful women is to not seek their approval. So this is basically being very honest about your likes, your dislikes, and your opinions, even if your likes and your dislikes are the complete opposite to hers. You have to be honest with who you are, and if you are liking the same things that she does, if you're liking the same music and saying that you like the same music, if you're saying you like the same kinds of movies, you are being needy and insecure. You are doing it to seek her approval. So if something does come up and it's a clash of opinions, you have to still be honest. You have to say how you really feel and your honest opinion. This was something that I used to do, not just with the women I liked, but with my friends as well. So I had a group of friends and I tried to get into the kinds of music that they liked, and I would spend like hundreds of pounds on going to gigs on bands that I just simply didn't like because I was so desperately trying to seek their approval. It's needy and it's insecure when you are sacrificing your own opinions, your own likes and needs to please other people. So be honest with yourself and be honest with them. They will respect you more. We all love people that are themselves, that are themselves regardless of what other people think, say, or do. So my next point is to walk away if it's going nowhere. So if this is a girl that has rejected you in the past, if this is a girl who you approach but says she's got a boyfriend or she's married, if this is an ex that's no longer interested in getting back together, or if this is a friend that has rejected you in the past and put you in the friend zone, these are women you need to walk away from. And I see a lot of people not getting over their crushes or their exes because they think magically one day she's just going to come to her senses and want to be with you. That simply isn't the case. You need to let go of these fantasies that you have, these romantic notions and these romantic things that you've seen in the movies and in TV all your life. When you are doing that kind of thing, when you're waiting around for a woman to decide to pick you one day, you are disrespecting yourself. You're saying, I care more about you falling in love with me than I care about myself. I care more about how you feel about me than I care about myself. Someone who respects themselves walks away when someone isn't interested in them, when someone's not interested in being their friend, when someone's not interested in employing you, when someone just simply isn't being a nice person to you. When a woman rejects you or doesn't want to go out with you or doesn't want to get back with you, or a woman who is in a relationship, these people you need to walk away from. If you're not and you're sticking around in the background seeking their validation and approval, you are disrespecting yourself. And if you're disrespecting yourself and not respectful to yourself, no one else is going to respect you. The women are not going to respect you if you do not respect yourself. So when a girl shows no interest, you simply walk away. If a woman is interested in you, you can be interested in her if you think she's interesting. Because remember, you're a worthwhile person and you shouldn't just stick with someone because they think you're great. You know, you need to decide if this is someone you actually want to be with as well or go out on a date with as well. You need to be picky as well. So just because she's giving you attention doesn't mean that she deserves it. Just because she's giving you attention doesn't mean that you have to go out on a date with her. You need to decide if this is someone who you think is interesting, who you find attractive, who you would like to get to know better. And if you don't, you're under no obligation to go out with her. So my next point on how to feel less insecure around beautiful women is to not focus on getting her number, not focus on going out with her, not focusing on making her your girlfriend, but focusing on whether or not this is someone who you want to spend more time with, and finding out if you actually have something in common. So instead of seeking her validation or seeking for her phone number or seeking to get physical with her, instead seek for common interests and finding out if this is a good fit for you. So I made a video on how to attract the right partner, and you can go and watch that video. But basically what I go into is, when you are trying to find someone to be with, to be in a long-term relationship with, someone that you want to date, you need to find someone who has the same lifestyle and has the same likes as you. Now, not everything needs to match, but the big deal breakers need to be there. So, does she want children? Do you want children? Does she want animals? Do you want animals? Do you want a girl that likes to go out partying with you? Or would you rather have someone who likes to do more home style things and more family things? You need to get clear on the kind of lifestyle that you personally would like to have in the future, and finding someone who also has that kind of value, also has those kinds of values and those kinds of lifestyles. Those are the people that you should be going out with. There's no point if you like to stay at home and you really dislike going clubbing and going out to bars or going to pubs, you trying to settle down with a woman who really loves to do those things on the weekends. This was a mistake that I made with an ex. I was with someone who really loved partying and I hated it. I hated going to nightclubs, but I felt like I had to go because I wanted to obviously take care of her and make sure she didn't get too drunk and stuff. And it really made me miserable because I hated the party lifestyle. So you need to find a woman who has the same kind of lifestyle and likes the same kinds of things as you do. You have to be compatible. And if you're not, even if she's a 10 out of 10 when it comes to looks, you need to walk away, because there's no way that you can have a long-term thing with her. You might be able to have friends with benefits, but it's not someone that you'll want to be with for a long time, because there'll be a conflict, because there'll be too much conflict, too much drama, and too much misery. The next way to feel less insecure around beautiful women is to dress to impress yourself. Do you wear clothes because you think this is what will attract women? Do you have a kind of hairstyle that you have because you think it's popular and you think a lot of women like it, but you really dislike it? If that's the case, then you should stop doing that and wear what you want to wear. Wear what makes you feel confident. Wear what makes you feel cool. Sometimes just changing a little bit of your outfit can really make the difference when you're talking to a beautiful woman, because if you feel confident and you like how the way you look, you will exude that kind of confidence off and you'll be less insecure around the beautiful women that you talk to. So anyway, I hope this video has helped you. If you like this video, then please leave a like, please subscribe. And if you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you would like coaching with me, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com/shop. And I shall talk to you guys again very soon.